Chief Minister N. Biren Singh today distributed loans to a total of 817 vendors of different districts to support them in resuming their vending activities which have been affected by the lockdown. 368 street vendors were benefited under the Pradhan Mantri Street Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi, Prime Minister Swan Nidhi, and 449 regular licensed vendors, including 14 from hill districts, were provided assistance under the Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana PMMY Shishu. Speaking on the occasion, the Chief Minister said that Manipur is comparatively better in COVID-19 situation when compared with other states. It was due to the timely decision taken by women vendors to close the 3 Imam Kaitals, he observed. N. Biren Singh said that he visited Khairamban Imam Kaital on March 19 last and discussed with women vendors about the gravity of the situation, upon which they readily agreed to close all the 3 Imam Kaitals from the next day. Chief Minister Biren also said that the government understands the financial difficulties which the vendors have been facing since the past 5 months. As such, the government has decided to extend financial help in the form of loans to help them under 2 different government schemes in consultation with different banks so that they may start their livelihood anew, he added. Manipur Social Welfare and Cooperation Minister Nemcha Kipgen has tested COVID-19 positive. Reportedly, the MLA of Kangpokpi constituency was confirmed positive of COVID-19 yesterday at Babina Diagnostics in Imphal. Mention may be made that the earlier former Congress MLA Muhammad Fazur Rahim was tested positive for COVID-19. Manipur's coronavirus recovery rate as of now is 69.24%. The total number of active cases stood at 1,627. A total of 3,713 patients were discharged after recovery, according to the update from the State COVID-19 Command Control Room. 74 persons, 48 males and 26 females from general population and 42 personnel from Central Armed Police Force (CAPF) were tested positive for COVID-19 in Manipur yesterday. The positive cases were detected at VRDL RIMS, VRDL Jenims, RIMS RAT, Raj Medicity, Babina Diagnostics, Imphal East, Taubal and Churachandpur districts. The death toll stands at 22. Meanwhile, Advanced Hospital located at Palace Compound in Imphal East has been sealed after 4 of its staffers working at ICU were found to be COVID-19 positive. As per sources, 3 nurses and 1 attendant were tested positive after undergoing rapid antigen test (RAT). Amid surge in COVID-19 cases, the Assam government has planned to impose a 10-day lockdown in 3 South Assam districts from August 26 to September 4. As per media reports, the 10-day total lockdown will come into effect from tomorrow in 3 BARAK Valley districts, Kashar, Karimganj and Hailakandi districts. A lockdown in the region, which is also entry point to the neighboring states, Manipur, Mizoram and Tripura, would affect goods and other movements to these states as well. The South Assam region, comprising the 3 districts, has registered over 3,000 COVID-19 cases and has recorded around 30 deaths. The number of COVID-19 cases in India crossed 31 lakh mark today as 60,975 fresh cases and 845 deaths in the last 24 hours. The daily count on Tuesday witnessed a nominal drop as a total of 61,000 coronavirus cases were reported yesterday. The tally in the country rises to 31,67,324, including 7,04,348 active cases, 24,04,585 cured, discharged or migrated, and 58,390 deaths, the Ministry of Health said. The Russian ambassador on Tuesday reached out to India as New Delhi had formally approached for COVID-19 vaccine Sputnik V. The Indian embassy in Moscow has been engaging with the Gamaleya National Center of Epidemiology and Microbiology, which has developed the vaccine, to get safety and efficacy data on the vaccine trials. Acting on a specific input, a team of Assam Rifles unit posted at Mao Gate in Senapati district along Imphal-Dimapur highway recovered WY tablets worth around ₹70 lakh last night. A report said a Tata Winger with registration number MN02C0002 was intercepted, which was moving from Imphal to Guwahati. On checking the vehicle, 2 persons were found carrying the contraband items. The duo, along with the seized items, was handed over to Mao Police Station. The MANIPUR Supreme House Coordination Committee, along with MAR civil society organizations, has taken up the initiative to repair the depilated Juribam-Tipaimuk Road. People from villages of B. Honvang, Tuisulian, Butangkal, Henchungpunji, Moltangtol and Pailiantang also extended help in the repair work. MANIPUR Coordination Committee Chairman Rotang Mar provided his JCB for the road repair work. United Committee Manipur UCM Information and Public Relations Secretary BM Yaima today said that the 2001 Bangkok ceasefire agreement signed between the NSC and IM and the Government of India had resulted in the loss of 18 lives on June 18 the same year. In a press release, Yaima recounted that later in 2001, the then central government announced that the term without territorial limit would be applicable only within the state of Nagaland. The UCM leader also lamented over the failure of the center to make UCM a part of the over 2-decade-long peace parleys. Manipur Youth Front of Assam MYFA staged a sit-in protest this morning in front of SILCHAR DC office complex, demanding the Assam government to make Manipuri language as an associate language of Assam. Taking part in the protest, MYFA President Seram Herajit said that they will continue with the protest until Manipuri language is made one of the associate languages of Assam. Youths and women folk of SILCHAR took part in the demonstration, according to our correspondent. As part of the BETI, BACHAO, BETI scheme, which aims to give education to every girl in the country and to empower women, a program was held today at PURUL ROSOFI in Senapati district. The event was organized by ICDS project PURUL, wherein Child Development Project Officer Tekcham Mema was the chief guest. Several saplings were planted during the event. The NONEY District Magistrate and Longmai Bazaar Board have decided to allow more lockdown and curfew relaxations in the district. Shops selling essential commodities are allowed to open from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. from August 25 till August 31. Deputy Commissioner of Bishnupur District Nita Arambam today declared NINGTHOUKHON Ward 13, Bishnupur District a containment zone banning entry and exit of people, initiating active surveillance of COVID-19 cases. This move comes after 8 residents of NINGTHOUKHON Ward number 13 were tested COVID-19 positive. DC Nita Arambam also declared LOYALA School, Bishnupur, a containment zone. She warns that any person who violates the containment measures will be punished under Section 188 of Indian Penal Code 1860. The World Health Organization (WHO) yesterday said that using blood plasma from recovered COVID-19 survivors to treat other patients infected by the virus is still considered to be an experimental therapy, as there is still very low quality evidence about its effectiveness. According to reports, WHO's chief scientist Soumya Swaminathan said convalescent plasma therapy has been used in the last century to treat numerous infectious diseases with varying levels of success. Her remark came after the US Food and Drug Administration (FDA) has given emergency authorization to use plasma to treat COVID-19 patients. Swaminathan says WHO still considers convalescent plasma therapy to be experimental and said it should continue to be evaluated. China has reported no new locally transmitted COVID-19 cases, the National Health Commission said today. A total of 14 positive cases arriving from outside the mainland were reported yesterday, according to a media report. Neither new suspected cases nor deaths related to the disease were reported on the mainland. Of the new imported cases, 4 were reported in Sichuan, 3 in Guangdong, 2 each in Shanghai and Shanxi, and 1 each in Tianjin, Hebei, and Liaoning, the Commission said. Altogether, 79,961 people had been discharged after recovery and 4,634 had died of the disease on the mainland, the Commission said. Protesting against the brutal assault of a doctor by IRB personnel in Dimapur on August 21, the Nagaland In-Service Doctors Association (NIDA) has called for a complete shutdown of all medical services throughout the state on August 26 for 24 hours with effect from 6 a.m. According to media reports, an official update from NIDA President Dr. Ritu Thur and Secretary Dr. Ahu Sekos say that the complete shutdown is to show its resentment towards atrocities. However, emergency services will remain functional. NIDA recalled the barbaric assault by erring police personnel on Dr. Nosezol Sezo on April 3 at Dimapur and Dr. Mongshithung on April 17 at Wokha. It said that a matured organization, NIDA, refrained from taking any drastic action, keeping in mind the sacred responsibility of public health as its top priority. Rohingya Muslim refugees in Bangladesh held a silent protest today, marking the 3rd anniversary of clashes between Rohingya insurgents and Myanmar security forces that set off a huge movement into Bangladesh of people seeking safety. As per a media report, more than 1 million Rohingya live in the world's largest refugee settlement in southern Bangladesh, with little prospect of returning to Myanmar, where they are mostly denied citizenship and other rights. The refugees say that because of the novel coronavirus, they would not hold a mass gathering to mark what they called Remembrance Day. Authorities say 88 cases of the virus have been found in the camps and 6 people have died.